Let's talk about creativity. This conversation is long overdue, very long overdue. So I've had multiple conversations with people, and when the topic of creativity comes up, they go, I'm not a creative person, I'm not a creative, that's not just who I am, that's not me. And I'm always taken aback because in my head, these are people that are top of mind for me when I think of creativity or creative people. So it brings us to like where the misconception comes from. Where do people actually miss it when it comes to creativity? Why is there like a stereotype around creativity and who a creative person is or is not? Now, a creative person is simply someone who would bring their unique perspective to an existing topic or a new one, right? Of course, adding value in the end, right? But just your ability to bring a new perspective or a fresh perspective to a cause, to a topic, to a solution. And it doesn't have to be an existing solution. It could be a new one, or it doesn't have to be a new solution, rather it could be an existing one. I was having a conversation with a friend this day, and the she just randomly asked me if I thought a painter is a creative person. And my response was, it depends, right? I mean, there are painters who are creative people, and there are some other painters who would not necessarily be said to be creative people. Now, it's not about the act of painting, it's about how well they're able um, to channel that act of painting. So there are some painters who would just throw colors here and there and they've painted. And I'm talking about like wall painters. And there are some other painters who will take the work to actually mix and match colors, try to get the right tone, the right balance, contrast, all of that. And these are people that I would term creative people. Why? Because they've taken the time to think through the art of painting and just to get offer more value other than the basic throwing colors on a wall. Going by this, it just tells us that you would find creative people in different niches, right? There's no specific niche that you'd say, oh, I'm a creative person and this is like this is just this niche, or this is the only place where you find creative people. No. There are creative people in finance, there are creative people in food industry, different industries. You'd probably have colleagues, friends who are creative people, even though they don't even show so much of that side of them. But you're having a conversation with them, and the amount of things that these people drop, you just know that there's an extra here, right? Because they are bringing value. They're bringing value to an existing topic or to a new one, so that you get termed a creative person. Now, are there skill sets that you could have as a creative person to ramp up your creativity? Yes. Without the skill sets, are you a creative person? Yes. So it's not really an either or matter. It's not like, oh, you are either this or you're not this, or you either have this or you don't have this. No. So you could be a creative person, but you are not just leveraging your creative side. So with this video, I hope I've been able to debunk the notion, the stereotype, the misconception around creativity. And if you're watching and you've ever questioned yourself, your ability to create, or you've ever just thought, I don't think I'm creative, then probably you are. I hope this video actually just causes that awakening inside of you. I hope you're able to now define your creativity. Like you just know that, okay, yes, I am that person. I can connect with this story, right? What happens is once there's that awakening, you now start to like you tap into your creative self, and then your creative juices start to flow. Then you can start to take skills, like just to take on new skills, see how you can do this and that, just so that that creative expression comes to life. But at least now you know for sure that you are a creative person.